M42D.com. I'm standing here with the legendary Papen. Thank you again for seeing us today. And he's here introducing one of his new products, Raw. And we just wanted to come and thank you personally. We use a lot of your synths on a lot of different products that we produce and write, and you're just a big inspiration to a lot of people.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And he took the time yesterday to show us some in-depth look at Blue 2 as well as other synths, and just want to thank you, man, for being an inspiration to so many. Now, as far as Raw goes, is there anything you'd like to tell everybody? This is going to be on YouTube, and we're going to be...
sure. He's playing it now, so maybe can make a small cut so that I play it on the keyboard and tell a little bit in short what is it all about. Essentially, it's a synthesizer. The initial idea was by fellas like you, which were producers and do music, and they made hardcore dance music, and they said to me, well, what we miss is a synthesizer which has on board more control on the subject distortion. So we had a meeting and we talked it over, and then we started building this synthesizer. So after the normal audio chain, you get on voice level, you get an EQ, which is ahead of the distortion. You get a distortion and EQ after the distortion. So we have a lot of control in changing the sound. So I better play you then an example in a preset to show you the big influence of distortion. Of course, if you seek this typical sound, but distortion makes a huge difference. And in this way, making music, you don't want to have a kind of distortion which is bad, but in music there's also distortion which is badass, you know? So we skip now and then go to the keyboard, okay?
Okay.
The reverb, certain parts in the sequencer. Thank you, Stefan. Okay. Well, I have a little drum beat. I take one of the presets to show it, and essentially it shows in a nutshell what distortion is about and making synth sounds. Well, as you heard, this sounds really pretty distorted. So when I shut down in this preset, the wave shaper and the distortion, you hear the original sound without the distortion. It's even very soft. So distortion adds a kind of nice grit to the sound. But of course it depends on which type of music you make. Of course, if you make country and western, this sound is not really the cup of tea you like to drink. So now back again with the distortion. Okay, we have some famous DJs who did some preset work for synthesizer. DJ Promo, Ophidian, which are really big names in Europe in terms of hardcore dance. DJ Chera. Even one guy, where is he? Checking out here in the list. These are all the banks. The player even made bass drums. And if you maybe, I guess most of you people are American, if you want to know how a Dutch bass drum sounds, a Dutch bass drum from Rotterdam, well, it sounds like this. This is a Dutch bass drum. Totally distorted. So even raw is nice for making some drum sounds. Plenty of presets. DJ Hidden made some great presets. This is a nice introduction sound for on the club. We have presets from the Viper. Actually, one of the first presets in Raw typically says what Raw is about. It's called Agony. let's go with... So it's really the focus on having distortion. Another cool feature we added to RAW is when you make wobbles, normally you use a sinus waveform. We have in RAW a main LFO here, and you can see here we have a sine waveform for this wobble. But what we can do with RAW is draw your own waveform. When I go down now in the menu, you can see user 1. And user 1 means this page here, wave, and where you can draw your own waveform. You can also use it up here as using as a waveform for the oscillator, but in the LFO it's cool because the LFO is MIDI time based. So to make a waveform MIDI time based, I can add a grid, use your mouse button, and you can add a 1/8 note grid, and you can even make it snap to the grid, which is a kind of quantization in drawing. So now I take line, and you can see it quantizes to the 8-note values. So you can really make your own LFO waveform. So this is the original sinus waveform. This is a traditional LFO. And now I try the user. Can change it. Okay. Of course, you need to have the right setting. Oh, I have some presets down here. Let's say this one. So that is the user LFO waveform, which you can draw in RAW. Each preset can have 2 user waveforms. Well, these most likely you notice already that this one moves also in some of the presets. I'm not sure in this preset. Okay. I open it now. And RAW is essentially, we call it RAW, but it's phase distortion. And this movement I can record. So I press record here down, and then I press the note and just move the dot around. Okay, I press play and it replays it. Okay. I synchronize it to 1 bar. You can make it also visual. He said edit positions on, so you can make it visual so that you can direct the points if the movement is a bit straight. Or you can also, this is all in the right mouse menu above the screen, you also can say spiral in, for instance. An example, just a mathematical movement. Spiral in, and you have inside the XY pad and spiral in. It's similar to what we have in Blade and Bluetooth, only this XY pad is connected to the raw amount, so to the phase distortion. Okay, I have a bit of sound from our neighbors. I should play more raw. So this is raw, guys. It's really for the modern drum and bass producer. People make hardcore dance music, but it appears that all this type of sounds also appear in other urban sounds and that kind of stuff. So it's really a contemporary synthesizer. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. This is Ben from. I'm speechless. It's Rob Papen, guys, right there, right there. Rob, if people want to go straight to your website to look for more information on RAW,
or yes, they can download the demo version and try it out themselves. The demo version has the introduction bank, which shows already what
raw escape colors. So sure. And it's the price is $179 at the single price, and it's also part of the total bundle. And the total bundle is the Explorer 3 bundle.
Okay. All right, great. You heard it straight from Rob himself. We're going to put his website right here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go over to musicfortoday.com down below, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next one. We're at NAMM. Thanks a lot.
I'd like to say hello.
Hey guys, this is Ben from Music for Today, and I'm standing here with Drew from Osberger. We have him do the interview with us. We use some of the